If you're heading on a family holiday to Walt Disney World soon, you might wonder which are the best rides and attractions for families, where are the best places to eat, where are the best character experiences, and what's just not to be missed when travelling with children. I am Ree from Mummy of 4 Does Disney, and my family and I have recently returned from a magical 14 days in the Walt Disney World parks. Now, you guys have sent in loads of questions about what we liked and didn't like so much in the parks, and now here are my children: Dylan, age 17, William, age 10, Bella, age 7, and Zara, age 5, to answer them for you. Which were your favourite rides in Disney?
I can't pick a favourite.
I quite like, for Magic Kingdom, I quite liked Ariel's Under the Sea Adventure.
The one I enjoyed the most was the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, because it was pretty immersive and you got to control it.
And in Epcot I liked Figment, and I also liked Frozen Ever After.
Obviously, I've got to say that I enjoyed Avatar and the Millennium Falcon because they're both very immersive and very clever, as well as Rise of Resistance. But I actually really enjoyed Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I assume others would have said, because it was just very clever. It was just really good.
And then in Hollywood Studios, I actually preferred Hollywood Tower of Terror to Rocking Roller Coaster, because really I don't like that it bashed my head on the little bar which you had to pull down. And I also liked Slinky Dog Dash with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Ariel, Winnie the Pooh, Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, and Star Tours.
Star Tours was one of your favourite? Really?
And then in Animal Kingdom, I quite liked Avatar Flight of Passage.
If I had to pick one, probably say, I'd have to say Millennium Falcon, I think, because I got to press buttons.
If you had to rank the parks from 4 up to 1, which order would they be in?
It would probably be Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios.
So Hollywood Studios takes the top spot.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it's just like the vibes. I quite like the vibes, and also it's got like themed lands and it's all about animation and stuff.
I'd probably have to say number 4, Animal Kingdom. Although it's got some brilliant rides in there, and Avatar is probably one of the best rides in the whole place. I'd probably rank it as the last one. Just kind of, there's less to it, I suppose. And then probably Epcot, because that was clever. But then I think Hollywood Studios is just for the style it's in, the fact that it's got Star Wars, and then number 1's probably... No, then again, actually, I'd make Magic Kingdom second, and I'd make Hollywood Studio first.
Number 4 would be probably Animal Kingdom. Number 3 would be, well, it's hard because I really liked Epcot and I liked Hollywood Studios, so I'm not really sure. They could probably share the two. And then first would probably be Magic Kingdom.
Top favourite park, Magic Kingdom.
And next after that?
Probably Hollywood Studio.
And after that?
Epcot.
And then?
Animal Kingdom.
Which was the scariest ride in Disney?
Oh gosh, the teacups, of course. I didn't go on any scary rides because I'm not a big coaster person, so...
You did go on Slinky Dog.
Oh gosh, that was terrifying. Never again. Never again. It was actually a lot more ferocious than I thought it'd be. So, yes, I suppose the scariest one I went on was Slinky Dog, yeah.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. Well, probably one of the roller coasters. Well, the ones in the dark were actually, like, not that scary at all. Because you couldn't see what, like, apart from, well, I think Space Mountain might be more scary than Rock 'n' Roller Coaster.
Well, I would say probably for young people, it would probably be Space Mountain because it's like unexpected. Because there might be like there's certain drops and you can't see anything except for there's like a few flashing lights. So I would probably say, well, I wasn't really scared in it. Rocking Roller Coaster was quite annoying, so I'm not really sure.
I can't choose the scariest ride. They weren't scary.
Was Haunted Mansion scary?
Well, yeah.
Which is the most overrated thing in Disney?
People are gonna hate me for this, but it is very. It's a small world.
No!
I told you. Yeah, I mean, I understand that there's a lot of history to it, and that it's, obviously there for more than anything sentimental reason from, the company as a whole. And you know, it's very sweet, but I think it is a bit... Everyone's rushing to a ride that's a bit outdated. But I understand why people like it, yeah. It's not even got a Wales in it.
It had some little Welsh girls on the moon.
It did not have
If you
little
blinked,
Welsh
you
girls
missed them.
in the moon. I did not see that.
I don't know.
Well, some people said like that Monsters Inc. Laughter was quite good, but I was like in the middle. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I liked it, kinda. You know, it was like fine. So basically, if you split it into 100, it wouldn't be 50-50. The good side would probably be 60, and then the other side would probably be 40.
It's all good. I just think Rides of Resistance is a little overrated.
Really? Why is that?
Like 4-hour queues for something that immersive when there's a 1-hour queue for something that's pretty immersive. But yeah.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Best meal?
Oh, Tuskers. I really enjoyed the buffet style stuff they had there. You obviously couldn't go and get buffet food because they'd just bring it to the table. But I was really quite surprised by how good that was. They just bring like loads and loads of like, you know, chickens to the table. It was really nice.
The best meal, the Alter Animation pizza was really good.
I quite like chicken tenders. Chicken nuggets.
Best snack?
The cake pop by Stolasara. No, I don't know. I think they're all quite good. I felt that the pretzel was overrated, probably just because I'm used to British pretzels, or the way that it's done, the ones that I've tried here.
A Dole Whip.
Which flavour?
Well, the raspberry one. That's like, it was just a tiny bit better than pineapple.
Ooh, I really like candied popcorn, Dole Whips and Mickey bars. They're all so nice. It's a hard choice between them. I don't know. Dole Whip and Mickey bar. They're my two favourites.
Next question.
Favourite restaurant that we ate in Disney?
It was probably the Crystal Palace. It was like a get your own buffet thing, and the food was pretty good.
I originally thought they'd probably be that sci-fi diner, but I was a bit confused as to, you know, if you're not a table of two, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? It was, well, obviously you were facing the screen, you know, kind of on the little face, so you kind of had like a desk inside a car rather than facing each other, which, you know, if you're a table of two is great, but if you're not a table of two, it's a bit awkward. So I don't know, for the best one, it's quite a difficult one really. There were plenty of good ones. Top few, like I said, I enjoyed Tuskers, and you know, obviously that's character dining, so the little ones enjoyed that. There was another buffet one in Epcot, which we were surprised by how good it was the spinning one. And the rainforest was quite good, right?
Be our guest. Because I liked it because it looked very similar to the castle. It wasn't just dining, there was like the ballroom and like the west room and the Rose Gallery, and it was like nice because you got to meet the Beast and Belle, but we didn't meet Belle that time, but actually you could meet Beast and Belle. Sometimes you might just meet Belle, but I think she was a bit busy that time we went. Restaurant Cinderella, because we got to see Cinderella and there was yummy food.
Where was that restaurant?
In Magic Kingdom.
But where was it in Magic Kingdom?
In the Cinderella castle.
Which was the best character experience in your opinion?
I didn't really interact with the characters. I was just there, didn't I? I just kind of left you guys to it. I feel like a lot of them were quite good, and they do seem to put a lot of effort into them, to some of them anyway. Obviously now, you know, the hugs and stuff are back, so, which was restricted for us, so I suppose it would have been a different experience then. But you got like Winnie the Pooh just, you know, casually lounging around in the grass and trying to pick butterflies and things, and you know, obviously another good one was the Stormtroopers. Obviously they'd usually have Kylo Ren and stuff going around there to minimise it because again COVID. The Stormtroopers, they'd interact with you a bit. Rise of Resistance was quite good.
What is this? Are you trying to send a distress signal? We've already captured everyone from the ship. Who else do you expect to show up?
Well, I quite liked the Garden Grill character experience. That was quite clever. I liked that.
I quite liked, actually, Tuskers, and I also liked Hollywood and Vine. They were nice. Cinderella, in the castle. That was my favourite place meeting.
What was the best thing you bought in Disney World?
I quite like the Figment toy and the iridescent mini.
I think I would be kicking myself if I didn't say the lightsaber, just because it cost me so much. I think I bought it because before I knew we were going to Disney World, and for years now I've still looked into it because it's big, you know, not the lightsaber on the whole, just the whole experience. And you know, Winnie the Pooh and stuff, how they used holograms to like make Winnie the Pooh look as if he's like floating over his body and things. So I think probably the lightsaber, because it's the kind of thing I looked into before I knew we were going. I'm rambling so much right now.
The lightsabers.
Can you think of anything you bought?
Well, I can think of the remote, but I think it was 50th Minnie.
She was very beautiful.
I liked her the most.
What was something that surprised you?
I'd probably say the quality of some of the rides and how state of the art some of them were. Like I say, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or whatever was so clever. Like, I knew Rise of Resistance would be good. I knew what Millennium Falcon was. It's a simulator. But with Mickey and Minnie, you go in and like the whole environment changes. It's like walking into a cartoon, which is clever because it's not something you can really do. You can walk into a place full of buttons like Millennium Falcon. You can walk around to some guys dressed as a stormtrooper. You can't walk into a cartoon, but you can there. Which is very clever.
Star Tours was a bit underrated. That surprised me. Well, whereas in Disneyland Paris it's like half an hour wait, but in Walt Disney World it's just 5.
I was surprised that we've only found one place to find Dole Whips, but actually lots of people were going on about it and saying, oh, here's Dole Whips and stuff, and we're like, okay, we'll try get a Dole Whip, and then we just about made it on the last day to find one. It was by the Magic Carpet. Monsters Inc. Laugh.
And what surprised you about that?
That actually people can be seen on the screen.
That was surprising, wasn't it? What would you do differently next time?
Save more money, I think, beforehand. I don't want to hit on the experience, but you begin to realise the value of money a bit when you go there. It's quite it's $10 for a big cookie or something.
I don't know, I'd probably visit more like of the resorts, because there are like different stuff in the resorts. And
Remy.
What about Remy?
That they went up close and took a laugh.
So does that mean you wouldn't go on Remy? Was Remy scarier than Haunted Mansion?
Well, they were both equally scary.
What was the highlight of the trip for you?
Highlight of the trip, I think probably being on the Millennium Falcon and trying to drive it, and William not really knowing what he's doing, but looking over at William and watching him just giggling with glee as he like pushes all the buttons and forces the lever forward and stuff, and like looking over and being like, oh yeah, absolutely adorable.
I liked Star Wars Day. That was good.
Everything.
Oh.
Also Toy Story Day.
I like when we went into the BR Gas because it's like my dream come true basically. Even though it's not just dining, you could actually have a proper like look around in it and stuff. But I also quite liked Cinderella's Royal Table. It was nice because we were eating in the 50th castle.
What was the funniest thing that happened?
That the Edna suite that the bed turned into the table.
That was quite funny, wasn't it? And what would your advice be for people planning a trip?
It's very good.
Food and snacks and drinks and money. Try out the buffets, because they're I don't know how much we spent on that because I haven't been given all the details on that, but I would assume that they're quite good value because they do just keep loading up. It's really nice.
You're allowed to go in the other hotels, but you also like pre-book and everything if there's a certain restaurant you want to do.
I would probably say that Dole Whips you can't get all around the parks, you can only get in one certain place. Well, that's what we found out anyway. And it's by the Magic Carpet.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe, like, turn on the bell, do all those YouTubey things before you click on one of the other videos on screen now, and I'll see you guys over there. Bye.
Is that the end? It was fun.